What's up everybody, Alice Ford here bringing you an electric truck buying guide. Now, if you didn't know, many of the states in the US and many countries around the world have made big commitments to get rid of gas and diesel vehicles and switch over to electric, which means most of us are gonna have to start thinking about switching over to electric vehicles when it is time to get a new car. Now, if you're like me, you probably or already have an SUV or a light or heavy duty truck. And sadly, the electric vehicle market just really hasn't catered to trucks so far. But all of that is changing because this year in 2021, there have been many announcements of new companies and known companies that are coming out with some pretty fantastic electric trucks. And I'm going to be breaking down some of the top ones in this video. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too. And if you are a truck or SUV owner, let me know what vehicle you have down below and whether or not you're ready to make the switch into electric vehicles and when you're planning on doing that. We're gonna get this list started today with the all-new Hummer EV. Now, Hummer actually stopped making trucks a few years back, but they are back on the market this year with the Hummer Electric. Now, this truck is pretty epic. It's got a release date of fall 2021. It can go 350 plus miles on a full charge. And get this, it's got 1,000 horsepower and it can tow 11,500 pounds. It can go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and it's got something really cool that none of the other trucks have, a revolutionary setting called crab walk. Now, the Hummer EV utilizes this four-wheel steering, so you can drive actually diagonally at low speeds, and that's a capability that no other truck in its segment can match. Now, this technology, crab walk, is actually the same technology that big industrial lifts and tractors use, and I actually drive those at work, and I have to say, that this feature is really awesome. It's so great for getting in and out of tight spaces, especially when you're off-road. So this is really going to up the game of this vehicle for its off-road capabilities. Now, this truck also supports an 800-volt fast charging system, which takes approximately 10 minutes to charge for 100 miles, which is pretty epic. Now, the estimated price of the Hummer is $112,000, so it is pretty pricey, but by spring of 2024, there's actually going to be 3 tiers of the Hummer Electric to choose from, and the 3 that are coming out will all be lower in price than this first one. So they are going to make it more available to people in all kind of budget ranges as well. Now, as I said, there's a lot of new companies entering the electric truck and vehicle market. And the next one is the US-based company called Rivian. They're launching their first vehicles this year. They have both an electric truck and an electric luxury SUV. Now, the truck is called the R1T. It has a release date of this summer with pre-orders actually going out in August. And guys, I already reserved one of these. It's probably the favorite truck that I have on this list. The range for this first model is going to be about 300 plus miles. And then the second model, which comes out in January, is going to be 400 plus miles. It also goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and it can wade into 3 feet of water or more, tow 11,000 pounds, and it's actually specifically made for off-road. Now, this past summer, they actually sent 2 Rivian vehicles on a 13,000-mile road trip through South America and up to Los Angeles to test endurance in harsh terrain and weather. Now, this was all broadcast in a show called A Long Way Up, and you can actually watch it on Apple Plus. It's a pretty awesome show. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something new. Now, the Rivian charges from empty to 80% in 50 minutes on a DC fast charger. And for those of you looking to get into an electric vehicle, you want to make sure it does have this DC fast charger component. Now, the new company is one of the most anticipated electric trucks to come to market. And as I said, this is the one I'm most excited about. It's really made for outdoor adventurers. It's got about 68 cubic feet of storage. There's ample room for surfboards, paddleboards, bicycles, you know, whatever you want. It's got a bed cover as well where you can put a tent, you can put bikes on top, all kinds of other stuff. And there's even an add-on camp kitchen that actually pulls out from in front of the wheel well, which allows you to cook right on your truck. This truck also allows you to self-drive with the help of 11 onboard cameras. Now, the prices for this truck start around $67,000, but fully loaded, they are more like $80,000. And as I said, they'll be out later this summer. Now, next up is the Tesla truck. And I'm really not surprised that Tesla came out with a truck. However, I am kind of surprised that it didn't come out sooner. This truck, it's called the Cybertruck, and it's pretty strange looking. So you're certainly going to be taken into the future with this one. Now, its release date is late 2021 or early 2022. Still not really sure on the actual release date on this one, but the price is $39,000 to $69,000, so it is a bit more affordable than some of these other trucks on the market. They're going to have 3 segments of this vehicle. The first one is a tri-motor all-wheel drive that goes 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds and has a range of 500 plus miles, which is the largest mile range out of any vehicle on the market. Now, the towing capacity ranges from 7,500 to about 14,000 pounds. And a cool feature is that you can actually raise and lower the suspension on the Cybertruck by about 4 inches. And so this capability allows you to easily load and unload things out of the back of the truck. And it's got a lot of storage, 100 cubic feet, which is lockable, and it does seat 6 people comfortably. One of the other really cool benefits about the Tesla Cybertruck is that you never have to worry about a flat tire or finding a campground, because this truck has not only onboard power and compressed air, but it's gonna have some add-ons like a built-in sleeping compartment and a camp stove. So a lot of really cool bells and whistles on this one for outdoor lovers, and that price is really great as well. Another electric truck company made in the US is Lordstown Motors. Now, they just came out with their prototype truck. It's called the Endurance. And while it's only going to be available as a fleet, I still wanted to highlight some of the things about this truck, because fleets, not only are they super important, but I know a lot of you guys work for big companies that have trucks as part of your transportation fleets. And a lot of us need to be transporting big, heavy things. So this is a really important segment of the truck market. Now, these are made in Ohio. They haven't set a release date yet, but they hope to make about 20,000 trucks in 2021. The price of these is going to start around $52,000, and the range will be about 250 miles. Now, this is said to have a towing capacity of about 7,500 pounds as well, so really great for all of the fleet needs that you might have. And they said that it has the best traction of all electric trucks and will handle like a sports car. Now, as I said, this is intended for commercial use, but it will in the future also be available to private buyers. Now, unlike the competitors, they do not have a fast charge capability, so you can get about 20 to 80% charge in 10 hours. So that's something important to note for all of you fleet managers out there, that these trucks would need to be parked and charged overnight. Now, I'd love to know, if you were heading out on a cross-country road trip in your electric truck, where would you go? I'd love to know in the comments below, and don't forget to connect with me on Instagram and some of my other social media handles as well. I do have a few more trucks for you, so don't go anywhere, and make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I do want to also note that Rivian, not only are they making this truck and SUV that are awesome, but they're going to be installing fast charge capabilities all across America to create a network for all of us getting into the electric car and truck market, which is really awesome. One of the other things I love about the electric truck market is that so many of these companies are made in America, which is something we need more of in this country. Now, Bollinger Motors is another company. These are made in Michigan, and these guys are making both a pickup and an SUV. Now, this truck is really cool. It looks like a mixture of like an old military truck and the Jeep pickup, and the SUV reminds me kind of an old Hummer or the G-Wagon. It's the only Class 3 electric truck on the planet, according to their website. And this truck, as you're seeing right now in these photos, is all aluminum. It's also all-wheel drive, and the full-length pass-through cab allows you to carry things up to 16 feet in length. So this is definitely my truck that I recommend for people that maybe haul lumber or anything that's long and, you know, kind of oddly shaped. Now, the release date isn't set yet on these trucks, but they aim to build about 20,000 trucks in 2021, and the starting price for these will be about $125,000, so a little bit pricier than some of the other trucks in the market. They're also going to be able to tow about 7,500 pounds, and they're going to be catering to fleets as well. Now, the Bolinger B2 offers a wide selection of battery packs, coupled with variable wheelbase lengths, so the fleet customer can actually choose the right combination for not only their mileage, but their price and their cargo needs. Now, one of the things I really love about this truck is that it's kind of like a transformer with similar stylings to a Jeep. You're going to be able to remove windows, doors, bed, storage compartment, and you're going to be able to haul all kinds of oversized loads. According to the company, the all-electric dual motor drivetrain creates best-in-class horsepower and torque. They're all-wheel drive. It's got a 50-50 weight distribution and unbeatable traction, as well as best-in-class ground clearance. So this truck is pretty awesome. Now, last on my list is the highly anticipated Ford F-150 electric. Now, this is originally slated for a release in 2022, but it looks like it's going to be coming out in 2023 with pre-order purchases happening in 2022. And I'll say there's really not much that's been released about the Ford F-150 electric. You know, range, price, towing capacity, those are all still unknown at this point. But Ford is promising that the electric E150 will be the quickest and most powerful yet, with a starting price most likely around $70,000 and a range of about 300 miles, but those are still TBD at this point. Now, I will say that the Ford F-150 electric is probably the most highly anticipated out of all of these, and it's probably the most talked about. I think for truck people, it's probably the one that gets most people excited. So I'm excited to see, you know, what that truck drives like and what the actual specs are when it comes out. And those are all of the electric trucks that I'm sharing in this video. So what's it gonna be? Hummer, Rivian, Ford, Bollinger, Lordstown, lots of really awesome options here. And I would love it if you left me a comment and let me know which of these trucks sounds the best to you. Now, all of them just have super awesome options for towing, for off-roading, for camping, and I'm really excited to see all of these trucks come to market. I can't wait to get my hands on the Rivian and give it a test drive and hopefully test drive all these trucks. And if you guys want to know more about some of the hybrid vehicles that are coming to market, including SUVs and some of the other trucks that are hitting the market as well, let me know in the comments. I actually just found out that Jeep is going to be coming out with a hybrid Jeep, and I'm honestly super excited about that. And there's some really, really epic looking SUVs that are electric and hybrid coming to the market too. So drop a comment and let me know if you're interested in seeing more of that. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to smash that like button as well. I'll be bringing you more content on sustainable ways we can make the planet a little bit better. So I hope you guys are enjoying nature news, and I will see you in the next video.